Oh.
Not
Oh. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of OOOPs.
Bailiff's Court. The original chapel is of Norman origin, but it was rebuilt in the 13th century. The origin of the name came from the local bailiff who collected rent from the local villagers during the 17th century, who lived in Atherington, now Climping, and a hamlet called Cudlow, which was lost to the sea.
Hi, as you can see we're now outside Bailiff's Court. Now Bailiff's Court is a very, very posh hotel.
It certainly is.
And they won't let the likes of us go in there, not unless you've got mega money.
Yep.
Bailiff's Court originally had a Norman chapel on the grounds that was built in it was rebuilt in the 13th century.
It's alright, Moll's reading notes here.
I am reading notes because there's a lot to remember.
Yeah.
It was actually bought in 1927 by Lord Moll, I think it is.
Yep.
And him and his wife wanted to be their ashes or their bodies to be in the chapel.
That's when they pegged it.
Yeah. And well, after the not in 1927. But there was a bit of hoo-ha, I think, about all this, and in fact they actually got interned eventually in St Mary's Church up the road at Climping.
Yep.
It was listed, Grade 2 listed in 1958.
Yeah.
It is lovely, but as I say,
But we're not allowed in.
Very posh.
So, Archie's with us. Look, he's on the bike. He's a good boy. And off to our next spot. But here we are at the Black Horse. That used to be the White Horse. That's now the Black Horse.
Crazy, isn't it? It's a Grade 2 listed building.
Yep.
And it's been here for for yonks about 400 years, I think it is. And it used to be a proper old local pub.
We've been in here a few times.
Yeah, we have. And then it was sold off to the Historic Sussex Hotels group. Way back in its history, it used to be an unlicensed alehouse, and that was in around 1625. And then it was licensed, it's recorded licensed in 1843. But apparently at one point the Black Horse changed to the White Horse and then changed back to the Black Horse.
Yeah.
And obviously, as you can imagine, being so close to the beach, it was used
By smugglers.
Yay! So we just crept into the forecourt. I don't know whether we're allowed to, but hey, as you can see, it's lovely. It's quite spacious in there, and at the back they've got a lovely garden. John's going to go for a pint. I think he might be a bit off by now, love. Nah. Yeah. Yeah, I think, oh, there's one still there, look, on that other door. There's one above that door there. It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not.
Hopefully, when they do restore it.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be restored.
Yeah.
So you can just about see the sign.
Some horse, yeah. A shame.
So it's changed again to the horse.
It could be the pink horse next.
That's all we can see. From this side, look. From this side. So the name changed to the.
The burr.
Oh, the bird, yeah.
The burr.
So it's good to see it's not going to be knocked down,
Yeah.
which is, yeah, they tend to do a lot of that these days, don't they?
Yeah,
Knock
built
them
houses.
down. Yeah, thousands of them.
Mm.
You probably get about 50 houses on what this sun's on.
Yeah, probably.
Right, shall we go on to our next treat?
Yep. Right, we're now just coming round to have a look at this rather quaint. Oh, hello, what are you doing here? This
Been impounded.
You've been impounded. I'm not paying the fine. This used to be where stray animals were kept until their owners come along and paid the fine. Then they could have them out. But that's quite an interesting plaque. Can you see that? It's actually mentioned in the Doomsday Book of 1086.
So we're all doomed.
We're all doomed, yeah, well that figures. And that is, if I can get it closer, that is the plaque that tells you what this little thing is. And now they've sort of like restored it.
Well, the thing is, people who drive past here or drive the other way will never
Yeah.
know it's here.
No,
We didn't.
no. As you can see, they've put a couple of benches
The old ones like us.
for old ones like us to have a rest.
Yeah.
There's a nice little tree. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Just something along the side of the road. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm still not paying the fine.
I want my belly rubbed.
You can go tickle.
So on to the next one.
Yep. John's going to have a nosy. That's the blacksmith. We're not sure whether there's still a blacksmith there. But John's having a natter with him. And if I know him, he's going to end up in there doing blacksmithing if I know John. But I'll let you know.
Well, it's amazing what you can find in one street, isn't it?
Yeah, it was fascinating, that was.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been down there umpteen times.
And never ever noticed.
Never noticed all that lot. Yeah.
No, we noticed the pub because we've been in there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But the thing I'm really excited about is that interview with Don the blacksmith.
Yeah, that's going to be really good. And before you get too carried away, you are not having a smithy in the shed or the garage, all right? Because I know him. He'll want to be doing blacksmithing next.
Oh, I'll never go on his anvil. Anyhow, off.
Good enough.
We'd just like to say thank you to Jo Green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all her fault.
Yeah, for her smuttiness.
Yeah.
And also to all our new subscribers.
Yeah, it's so exciting when you see, oh,
Yeah,
look,
you
we've
see-
got one more.
Yeah, we got 2 more and 3 more.
We're not doing this just for us.
So we're really glad you like it.
Yeah.
And if you watch the show, right, don't just click off it, subscribe.
Yeah,
It's kind of down there or down there.
it ain't going to cost you anything.
No, it's free.
It's all
So subscribe to us.
Yeah.
You know, keep us 2 old people happy. And we'll see you in the next show.
Bye.
Oh, forgot to tell you, there's an outtake after this.
Oh, God.
See you soon.
And there we go. It's what's left of one of the pillars of the bridge. See if I'm in the undergrowth again. And there's Moll. And you've just witnessed her getting attacked by a bramble. So